Good evening. Welcome to WooTube. My name's Baran Woo, uh, and it's been a busy weekend for Netrunner. Loads of stuff happening. Boston, N, uh, uh, NANP. I'll try again. NAMPC. Um, there was online stuff, and I saw none of it. I have been at my parents' for my dad's 70th birthday. Um, Hey, Jonald, good to see you. Yeah, I really don't know what's been like apart from seeing stuff in Discord servers kind of pop up here and then. I have no idea what happened over the weekend. I haven't had a chance to really have a look, so um, I still don't actually know who won any of the events. So that's fun. I know Cold Love was doing really well at NAMPC when I checked on Saturday night or something, but I wasn't able to catch any of the stream. I did see that this deck list did well. Always nice to see a Snare RH version out there. Very, very good. And the one deck which I'm really curious about, which I don't think has been published yet. I have been told that there was an Anikam Arasana that was playing Spree, and apparently it went like undefeated or it did really well. I'm not sure if that was at any NPC. I think it was, but I'm fascinated. I want to see that list. I think it's somewhere. I'm sure I've seen something somewhere. I don't know if it's been recreated or if it's actually been published or if it was just from Top Cut or like lists or something. But definitely keen on looking at that just because I haven't really had a chance to play Spree yet, and it did very well. Evening, Andrea. Um, but yeah, deck list of the week this week is a really fun one as well. This is Kikai's list, which is a mining accident Arasana, which is a archetype which I was playing a ton before the new cards came out. I did. It was either a stream or I might have even done a video on this one. I can't remember what I called it, but I called it painting in public because it was like bad publicity and painting and the whole idea of like I thought it was the most on theme you can be in Arasana because the whole point in Arasana is that she's sticking artwork up all over the city, graffiti, probably quite political graffiti, probably about the corpse, and so it's kind of her creating the bad publicity for the corpse by graffitiing stuff everywhere. And I just think that's so fitting for her. And it works really well because if you start running ice for free because you're paying like 1 or 2 credits and those credits are mining accidents, then Kayaban becomes absolutely nuts. Neil, I've been playing that Moonpool as Mari from NAMPC. I think I saw like one screenshot of someone scoring out like 4 points with that, which does look pretty wild. I was considering Moonpool in something very different myself earlier today, but I'm not really there in terms of whether that deck has any playability. But yeah, I'm kind of obviously I'm pretty interested because no Bologna means that yellow is doing something very, very different, and I'm guessing that if you are playing yellow, you're probably trying to go quite fast. I think the screenshot I saw of that one was it had like king making and Aries, that might be, I think, and Beals, and that kind of makes a ton of sense. Like you can score a king making from hand as long as you have the moon pull down already, or I don't know if it's playing red level clearances or sudden commandments or anything. But yeah, it seems fun. Seems like a good time. But today I have an idea, and I don't know if it's going to work, but we're going to try and make it work. So, the idea is this. We're going to play Mirror Morph. Because I haven't actually played Mirror Morph since the new cards came out, and there's a load of cool cards which came out which could do cool stuff in Mirror Morph, and we're probably going to play none. Well, we're going to play one of them, and I don't even think it's going to be the main thing. But this is my idea, and it's like a shower thought that came to me earlier today. If we have, and this is a big if, and we're starting off with a big if, so let's see where we go from here. If we have a clearinghouse and we have a Hollow Man, both already installed somewhere, and we have we're not flipping cold sites. That is a cool thing that you potentially could do. But if we have a clearinghouse and a seamless and a Hollow Man, and these two already have to be installed, so let's not worry about the fact that they're already going to be installed somewhere. Then you can go Hollow Man, seamless, advance. That's 6 advancements, and then we've still got a click to do something. And we haven't even installed something yet. So my idea is that with that last click, we either install something, which is 100% going to be whatchamacallits, Warroid trackers, or courtesy of XDG, when I kind of threw this one up in Discord, and he came back and said, last click, you could click cold site server. Which seems like a super rude thing to do. Yeah, restore. We're definitely playing restore because this is like just like pure murder. Like basically we just want as many ways of getting our clearinghouse back in the remote as we can. So we're probably going to be discussing and play 3 copies of restore. And if we get a chance to restore an agenda and take them out of the game, we're probably going to do it. So we're going to play restore. It's whether how much we then lean into the Mirror Morph thing. We could play MCA with the idea of like installing a clearinghouse and like advancing it a bunch of times. Plus MCA is kind of just good in Mirror Morph, but I think that's bad. Now the nice thing here is that we can play some brain damagey type, core damagey type stuff, because core damage is really, really good with clearinghouse. Exactly what that core damagey type stuff is, don't quite know. It might be the Sentry, which I can't think of the name of right now. Not blue. We're not doing. Well, are we doing? Well, we could do these. I think this is probably bad. Like I think we're better off playing the like Taguar is what Jaguundi. I think we're probably like just playing. We're playing 3 of these because we want to like tax clicks as well, and this seems decent. I don't know. Like threat 4 is probably a problem. Yeah, Jag. That's what I'm after. That is what I'm after. There is a chance that we go all Augustus Caesar on this one, and we don't play Spin Doctors, and we play a 3rd clearinghouse. Because we've actually got a ton of other recursion. Like we could play like Sprint if we wanted to. There is a chance that we don't play Spin Doctor. We shall see. The fact that like Spin Doctor is recursion for our recursion seems a bit gross. Nightmare Archives maybe, but I've tended to find like I don't think Nightmare Archives is really going to help because they're going to have to take all 3 of them to affect the game in any way. I think because we're just playing 3-pointers here. We're just playing like the Andre special. You see, the problem is, David, I don't think it will, because let's look at what our agenda suite is going to be, which I think we can make pretty quickly. And it's going to be free Ikwa, because Ikwa is disgusting and it's going to work really well here. Probably free send a message, so that we can potentially res some big ice, because we are 100% playing free copies of MIC. IC. And then we're probably just playing one copy of Luminal, which is actually something we might want to score out if we get a chance. And the thing is here, so at the moment they have to steal free agendas. It doesn't matter which free they steal, it will be free agendas. And they would have to steal at least, if they took one Nightmare Archive, they'd have to take 2 Nightmare Archives to even have, like, and that's if they steal a Luminal. Active Policing is a card I want to consider. Oh yeah, we do need subliminal messaging. I think Jonald is 100% there. I'll probably put 2 in, because it is just a really good option in terms of getting this back. Plus, we potentially have some kind of nasty ice, like Jaguandi's actually, like protecting centrals and stuff with this. We're already at quite a lot of cards, and we have 0 freaking money. So let's get some money. It's probably going to be hedge funds, and it's probably going to be free load-bearing regoliths. Unless anyone's got any great ideas. I don't think Trank Grid works here, because it could still work here. Trank Grid could still work here. If there's not a better grid, then we could consider it. Nano Etching is really good mirror morph money. Nano Etching is, yeah, I really like it. We also probably don't need 2 Seamless, because we are kind of at that new double. Yeah, that's actually probably worth it, and that's where I might consider not playing Spin Doctors, would be to play like Corporate Hospitality. Corporate Hospitality. Just to get back like our stuff. Plus, like, Corporate Hospitality put a Warrior Tracker back into a remote feels pretty disgusting. Brasilia Grid and Pulse is interesting. Yeah, Working Prototype is pretty sick, but I think it's only really good if we're like doing the asset thing. Because we don't have good ways of like resing and de-resing stuff, and that's when it becomes like super busto. And I don't think we're going wide. I think we're going like inner server. Doubles are bad in Mirror Morph. Yeah, actually, that's like a pretty good. That's a pretty good point. Evening, Diogene, and hello, Kikai. Oh, you mentioned nano etching. Very good. Kikai, this I'm loving this this list, by the way. I haven't played it, but well, I've played my version previously, and I loved it. So I might have to. I think I told you I need to revisit my version of that, because it's very I just loved it back in the day. I say back in the day. It was like 3 months ago. Okay. I mean, maybe we could play. I just don't think we could play Working Prototype. I'm kind of interested by Brasilia Grid. Is there anything else disgusting? Yeah, Drudge Work is like not a terrible idea. Like, it's also a click, right? We install, we click it, we do something else. Like, do they leave the Drudge Work? We can restore the Drudge Work, click it. Sprint might be all right. I'm already like at quite a lot of cards. We don't have any. We're like a bit short, so I want to definitely get some like ice and stuff in first. I think we're kind of playing 3 copies of Bran. Seems sensible. I like MIC. Jaguandi seems good, and then probably drafters. I think I want greasing the palm. I definitely want greasing the palm. Thank you, David. Because that's an excellent mirror morph card. Maybe we play drafter. I also like drafter with greasing the palm because it gives us something to play like super early, which we can get back with our drafter. I haven't put Rashidas in yet. The question is, are we putting Rashidas in? Reverse accounts does have a clickability on it. Interesting. Very interesting. Like, really interesting. I'll tell you what's really funny. So the same thing that we can do for Clearinghouse, we can do for reversed accounts. I don't think this is good. But if we can make money matter enough, so just imagine this. So if you've got a reversed accounts and a Hollow Man and a Seamless, you can triple advance the reversed accounts with the Hollow Man. You can Seamless the reversed accounts with the Seamless. That gets it to 5. That would sap 20 credits. You could then even advance it again to sap 24 credits and then click it all in one turn. That's pretty funny. Is it good? Don't know. I mean, it would help, like, if we can do that, then we can make these clearinghouses really hard to trash, especially considering we've got war trackers. I think we might want to be on the little barrier that can. Ablatives seem like pretty good. Put these on centrals a little bit later. I don't know if we've got any good way of de-resing these. What does Brasilia Grid do? Whenever you res a piece of ice during a run against this server, you may de-res another installed piece of ice. Doesn't have to be on this server. If you do, the res ice gets +3 strength for the remainder of that run. Use this ability only once per turn. That might be the thing that we do with the grid. I kind of feel like we're just going to need the money from Tranquility Home Grid, even if we're not like installing something every single turn. But like that could be kind of disgusting. Has anyone done the like free ablative Brasilia Grid thing yet? Because that could be pretty grim. And the nice thing here is we can, even if a ablative is on the remote, we can res the ablative, stick the Hollow Man in a different remote. We can stick it in HQ. It doesn't matter. It moves at the end of a turn. If we had like 1 pip of influence left, I'd love to put an Adrian Seiss in here. But he's definitely 4, right? There's no chance that he's not 4, yeah. That's a shame. Could play like money matter if you're on punitive. I mean, yeah, but we still need to be able to res our stuff. Ablative and a ping means you can keep, yeah, ablative plus ping. I mean, then we're playing a lot of like very little barriers, which all kind of disappear quite quickly. It's like, are we like we should be putting in free? We haven't put spin doctors in yet. We haven't put Rashidas in yet. It's like interesting. Vovo is actually something that I'd quite like. Is Vovo threat 4? I want to do riot suppression. That's a cool option because I would like something to do a little bit of core damage. Just a little bit of core damage. Like if we can get the runner down to like a hand size of 4. I mean 3 would be perfect, but even 4, like this all becomes quite a lot easier. I think I'm going to take out his corporate hospitality for now. I should put free spin doctors in, but I kind of don't want to. Uh, okay. Do we have enough money in here? We've got hedge funds greasing the palms, free regoliths. As long as we get to like clear like one of these regoliths, we'd probably be okay. Do we have enough ice? 6, 7, 8, 9, 14 feels a bit shy. Uh, do we? Brasilia Grid Gatekeeper is pretty disgusting as well. Is anyone? Maybe we should just make a Brasilia Grid deck tonight. I haven't actually made Brasilia Grid decks yet. I feel like we want like another code gate. Hollow Man is expensive. Why not Vlad Grid? Pair well with Cerebral. I mean, that's a lot of card slots. Vlad Grid doesn't get us to. Doesn't help in Mirror Morph. If we were doing Vlad Grid, we'd do it in something else. Like the plan is to get a clearinghouse to 6 counters in 1 turn. And it does require us having stuff like already installed. Fine. What about we play next Diamond alongside with Sapphire? If it fires in the face of a runner, I mean, Tier is surely better, right? Is this not just better because this does two core damage? Although I guess that kind of never fires because they always can click through it unless we're playing like next activation. Hmm. Tier is clickable, yeah. Next isn't, but I just don't think that it's like next diamond. Do 1 brain. Oh, this does 2. I didn't realise that. It's actually very mean ice, isn't it? That's like very mean ice. Then you will need to protect that clearinghouse with your life. Yeah, Biovolt. Biovolt is a good option because like Biovolt on a Warroad tracker is already kind of like pretty mean, right? Um, Biovolt on a Warroid tracker. So we can play like 1 Biovolt, 1 Spin Doctor. That's our tech for whatever. Or we could play a single border control. Maybe we should play a single border control. Should we be on MCA? Maybe. But I just don't know where we put like it's a bit tricky because we're definitely like building a server type deal here. If can we do anything with active policing? It's really awkward to use active policing here because I don't know what we do with our like mirror morph click other than take a credit. Because we could like click the Hollow Man to give free advancements. We can advance once. That gets to 4 advancements, and then we like gain a credit and play active policing to rob them a click or 2 and install a Warroid tracker. What if we got on an MCA up to silly number of counters? And the Hollow Man's quite bad though, right? Because we can't like it doesn't really do much if we're installing the thing on the turn. I could see MCA work. I could see MCA working with this if we were going like super wide and just playing loads of assets and just clicking that and having a Hollow Man out in the open and a clearinghouse out in the open, and then can we just rob all of the clicks? We click an MCA, we'd have to play active policing. I think we'd need to score a false lead. And then can we get it to 6 with like click the Hollow Man? I guess we pop the MCA, and maybe we don't even need the Hollow Man. In that, like maybe we can just. Okay, there is a different build here. I'm gonna save this. I'm gonna come back to this because I think this is potentially one of the more sensible option. KIller-morph version 1. There is another option, and it's this. It's mirror morph. This is going wide. We're gonna put the same. Well, we're gonna put Iqua. We'll put luminals. I'm gonna put salvo testing in here because I don't think we're gonna play much ice. We'll probably change that, but just in case. MCA combo badly with clearinghouse. Yeah, so it's in the second remote, but what if they're just all remotes? So if we went like super wide, like this clearinghouse, like here we probably don't play Hollow Man, but maybe we do, and then we do like the warm reception, working prototype. Oh, but I think I'd want to score. I think I probably don't play, or we don't play. We either don't play this luminal. We play like 2 false leads. We might need to play 3 false leads, so I guess we play like 3 false leads. We're on a few too many agendas here, in my opinion. 9. I'd love to be on 7. So we're on too many agendas. But if we score a false lead, we have an MCA, and we play active policing. In fact, is the other card still legal? We'll probably play some ripe suppressions. We'll get there. O2 shortage. No, very bad. Load testing. Have you heard of Jemison? Yes, I have, Neil. Yes, I have. I was thinking about that the other day. Mainly because everyone's like dooming on corpse at the moment and saying you have to do something really unfair and like dodgy to win corp games, and Jemison is one of the corps which I think you can do really unfair things with, which people aren't expecting. So this is what I'm thinking. Is load testing better than active policing? We only need to rob 4 clicks. Yeah, I think like Charlie can play Barfule again, and he's going to be super happy about that. And fair play to him because that deck is disgusting. But yeah, you got to be ready for Barfule again because Loop was keeping it out of contention, and it's back. So, do we actually want to be on active policing, or do we want to be on just load testing? I guess this really requires us to score a false lead. It's really... I don't know about Cerebral because I kind of want to do this whole thing in one turn, right? I want to click an MCA. Maybe we can do this with multiple MCAs. Can we click an MCA, restore the MCA, click and... so if we have a nearly full MCA, which we can get full pretty quickly, right? We click that robs 1 click. We've then got some number of clicks. Probably not enough number of clicks to like restore the MCA, click the MCA again, fully load a clearinghouse. No, doesn't seem like it. When I was preparing for Worlds, in playtesting I found it to be rather difficult to go wide with mirror morphs. Not saying that one can't do it, but just couldn't figure out how to make it work. I mean, there was a wide mirror morph deck um, which was doing very well. Which it was either Iron Fox or Alpi that kind of put it together. I'm blanking on exactly which tiebreaker member it was. But that went wide, and that was disgusting. I'm worried that this is too many agendas. Maybe we can do this and we don't necessarily need to score a false lead. If we don't need to score a false lead, let's assume that we don't need to score a false lead. Do we play Pop MCA, score false lead, reinstall MCA with the powers that be? Powers that be is interesting. Click it again. Click it again. But then we also still need like 5 clicks to load a clearinghouse because I want to have the clearinghouse on the board, load it up. Which is probably where like Hollow Man is going to help here, right? Because we've probably already got at least some of this. We've probably got a clearinghouse already on the board. Somehow we've got a Hollow Man on the board. We're playing like 3 Warrior trackers. Or we're playing like the other thing that robs a click is the Jinteki one, right? Like Front Company. It kind of it sort of pseudo robs a click. That's 2 influence. Cohort would speed up. Cohort is not a bad shout. Hearts of Minds could so Cohort and Hearts of Minds are both big deal clearinghouse is hold up. Okay, that needs a lot of money. But puts 4 counters on it. Cohort is a neat idea, because Cohort also just helps us in general. As long as we've got face downs. Can we big deal it? Can we ever get enough money to big deal? Like sometimes Mirror Morph can get quite rich using the like Mirror Morph assets and gaining a click. Can we big deal a clearinghouse? We'd need to install advance big deal, and then it would still only have 5. It would still only have 4 counters on it. 5 counters on it. We probably need to score like we'd need to hit them with one core damage. Maybe we try Cohort first. In this, like, if we did, because I think Cohort and Hearts and Minds are both would work for this, but Hearts and Minds is free influence. I don't know how we're affording that. Whereas we could go like, I also haven't played with Cohort yet, which feels awful because it's a very good card. I watched a bit of Boston event. Only, oh dear, Cactus Club. Oh dear. Oh dear me. So as long as we're at threat free, this robs 2 clicks. This robs 2 clicks. That's a way that we can do this. We might have already robbed a click using an MCA, which actually makes it kind of tricky. Are we playing low testings as well? How are we getting this to sit? So we do need to play some ice, because we need this to be behind some ice. I guess the riot suppressions could help here. Like, we're playing riot suppression. This is a good way of costing the money. Let's carry on going wide for a bit, and we'll see where we get to. Wage workers is a way of getting an extra click. Let's put that in. And can we do anything with this? I don't think so. I don't think that makes sense. I want, where is it? I want nano etchings. Okay, we're at 42 cards. Do we have any money in the deck yet? Cohort is money. I'm pretty sure it gets trashed pretty quickly. Working prototype is money. We Subliminal messing, yes, but I don't know if like they're just gonna run. They're gonna run every turn. I don't think we're getting our subliminals back. Apart from, well, maybe we can like, yeah, I don't think we're ever getting our subliminals back. I think we do want to be on restores, and all of a sudden we're going to be on like yeah, we're on a lot of cards. We also don't have Rashidas in this one yet either. That's a problem. For the war trackers to mean anything, we have to be on ice because otherwise the corp doesn't have to install anything. And I think this is a small clearinghouse into. We can't afford Ronin. That's 4 influence. I'd rather play Kawinda. Could play Kawinda. We shouldn't play Kawinda. I don't think we can go iceless because I want to play War Trackers, Diogene. And if you don't play any ice, then the War Trackers are much, much worse because like the runner can kind of just trash their whole board eventually. Like if they don't need a board to run, then they do nothing. So I mean, maybe we play. We might still play Jaguandis. Can we make the tags matter? Only if we play. Um, Maybe if we can make the tags matter because we can play. We can play Greasing the Palm. Yes, I know money is an issue, but I kind of want to play Greasing the Palm anyway. So 1 ice of each type is the like classic. I think I want to be on like slightly more of these. Kind of want to be on MIC. It feels the most fitting. But it's also quite expensive. Like maybe we just play Enigma. Maybe we just play Enigma. And then like we could play a Hagen, we could play a single Bran, or we play Ablative. Ablative could be good if we get our sort of warm reception nonsense going, because then we can de-res the Ablative, which is good. But it doesn't. But I think with this little ice, the ice is probably going on the server protecting the clearinghouse. So I think it might be a Bran, which is very expensive. I don't know how we're ever affording that. Okay, that's an ice suite of sorts. Cut the greasings. Don't think we cut. The thing is, the greasings also. Okay, I'm gonna cut to 2 greasings. Pulse is okay. Pulse is not the worst, but I don't think it's good on the turn. I think the Enigma is better. I think the Enigma is better. If we were playing, if we had the influence to play front company, then I think Pulse might be better because then we can put the pulses on centrals. I also didn't say hello, Holtz Pubba and Lazy. How you doing? Um, hmm. Okay, 51 cards. That's not too bad. We only need to cut a little bit. We also need to consider whether active policing is correct. I think it probably is. That is. Don't click on anything that says. I don't know. I'm still like really quite bad at knowing how to ban these things. So please just ignore that. And maybe if someone could like spam the chat with emojis of something. Where's Axie when you need him? Just so that it like clears it off the page. That'd be great. Hey Lazy. Did you I caught none of NPC because I've been at my dad's 70th birthday with my family. Okay. Riot expressions seem like our only real thing that we can do, like for people trashing our stuff. So I think they need to stay. The restore is like totally broken card. They probably need to stay. Active policing is the one I'm most unsure about, which is interesting. Why am I so unsure about this? Surely this does exactly what we want to do. Money. Okay, we can drop at least one wage workers. I think we potentially only need one wage worker, so that might just be the cut. Brand seems bad here. That's quite a good point. There is like they can always just let that first sub fire. I like that thought process. So maybe we just play an Eli, much cheaper. Or we nope. Let's not be silly. For Echo, no, that can't be right. Like I'd play an ablative over an Echo because ablative does some nonsense. Hakal is an interesting choice. Like this could be the one deck that plays Hakal. Oh, I don't know how to spell it. Oh, I've got to put a thing on it. Just because there is another installed card, that's quite good. Like they potentially don't install their breaker. They're like their barrier breaker until they're ready to break. Like until they see a. I'm gonna play a Hakal. We're gonna try and make Hakal do a thing, and this is core damage, so that's good, and it has an end run on it. It's very expensive. That's not gonna help our money situation in the slightest. We might just play a single wage workers and go with that. Because this is only really there to kind of help us with. Yeah, there we go. That's 49 cards with no spin doctors. No spin doctors is fine, right? We're playing cohort. That's like a spin doc. Not spin doctors, no Rashidas. But we're playing cohort. That's like a Rashida. And we're playing like spin doctor and warm reception. That's like a Rashida. Hey, Axu. Yeah, Corpse can play Justinio too. This is the Justinio stream. You've joined us just in time. We're not playing any hedge funds. Is that a problem? Yeah, probably. We've got 2 greasing the palms instead. Maybe we let's just see if we can get this to. I have a feeling I should have stuck with the original idea, but we'll play one game of this, play into someone who's the idea was to use seamless. The idea the original idea was this, Jonald. The original idea was to use seamless and Hollow Man. And then I wondered maybe we could just get enough clicks off MCA to just do it manually. Like, do we actually have an? Actually, we only get to like five. We only get to five advancements, and we probably have to play some other nonsense. And we probably shouldn't play active police. I think we have to play load testing instead of active policing because it needs to be. We need to do like click the MCA, play load testing, add, install a clearinghouse, and then advance it 5 times, and then pop up false lead or something like that. Like right expression plus MCA is like kind of gross. That might give us enough of a window. I don't think it actually does. But maybe. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna try one game with this. I think there's a good chance it just utterly falls apart. And then we'll look at the other option, which is like Hollow Man plus Hollow Man plus like a remote. KIller-morph V1. Actually, this is technically V2. You know the deal with pecans? I've heard that they're not a type of nut. Oh my gosh, Axie's been he's been researching nut facts. I just need to screenshot this suspicious looking very suspicious looking whatchamacallit? Smurf up there. For people that don't know, in the Tiebreakers Discord, there is a very known fact that Axu's Smurfs get immediately he's got about 10 gajillion Smurfs, but he can only ever use them once because he instantly gives away that it's him every single time. Like about he'll type one thing in chat and you're like, oh, it's Axu. So yeah. So this is this is the safest way of doing it. While we wait for someone, I don't know actually. I don't know. So while we wait for someone to join, is there anything else? Like we've still got a card slot here, and is there more money in this one? Probably. Does this one have a better chance of winning? Probably. What would we add? Maybe we just cut the luminals for false leads. And then that makes us 49 cards. Okay. I'm going to edit this. We're going to play one with the like horizontal nonsense, and then we're going to come back and play this. Kit. Okay. Let's move this to here. Do we keep this? Yeah. We can do like install the working prototype with this. Install the nano etching. Res them both. Click this once. Click the nano etching. And then we're like kind of good for money. They have to go and trash these. They'll definitely trash the working prototype, I would think. I'm going to see what happens there. First my clone plays in, but yeah, like shout out to Axu who traveled to NaMPC. Uh, Epic commitment. Okay, the hand has got quite a lot worse because I think we're going to get Bernard first turn. So maybe we can just. Is there any chance we can score this out only with an MCA? Could be a early loss. We're gonna res this. We're gonna res this. We're gonna click this once. We'll gain a click, and we'll click this once. I mean, that's like money. Ninth, pretty damn good. How was the jet lag? I was gonna say they have stone chip. We've already lost, but they popped it. We're okay. They're running and killing the working prototype. Understandable. Are they gonna kill this as well? Oh gosh, that is uh that is going to be a problem. Yes. Okay, they missed the salvo. We have a tiny chance. But I'm kind of scared because I think this deck. I feel like I've ever played against this deck or a similar deck, and it's on just like a ton. No ideas anymore. Super corridor. Oh, we can't beat that. That adds cards to hand. Let's do a new remote and res, and then we'll draw. And oh my gosh, install and chill. We'll just install this here. Oh right, I forgot. Wait. Why don't I get a mirror morph? Oh, because I already installed the spin doctor. Okay, this is fine. They've only got one credit. We're going to score out this false lead because they're not going to check it with one credit. I need to update Chrome. You'll be hacked. Let's hide the fact that I haven't updated Chrome. Are they going to deep dive us? I think they are going to deep dive us. Oh, we have lost. We have lost. um. Okay, we get to score out a false lead. That's fine. Our deck lists out. I've not seen many. Okay, this is okay, I think. The fact that we've got no ice here is going to be a problem. Apparently they are. Boston top 8 deck lists are out. I have not been able to catch up with much. They're going back sensibly and they win. GG. Okay, I will do one more with this because that wasn't really the game that we didn't. Yeah, we'll just ignore that happened. WooTube live. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, apparently they're in GLC. You can find them in GLC. Um, GLC is green level clearance on Discord. If you are not a member of green level clearance, I think I can post a like an invite in the chat. Let me know and I will do so. Quetzal, that's fine. We've got no ice. We've got Salvo in hand. That feels bad. But we do have ice. We have ice to protect HQ. So maybe we keep this hand. It's got no money in it. I think I'm going to keep it. Okay. Oh, the hand's got a lot worse. Well, this is fine because we can go draw. Oh my gosh. New remote and draw. And then we could install something, but I think we just take a credit and throw out. Oh, but we have to throw out 3 cards. That's kind of awkward. And gain a credit. Throw this and this and this, I think. I so hard tried to get some joke thing for what GLC stands for, but just couldn't get there. Getting washed up. Yeah, it's all about jet lag. Okay, do we push a false lead behind a Jaguandi? I think we do. I mean, that seems like the option. So we can go install this in a new remote, install this card in that said remote. We'll gain a credit and we'll gain a credit. I mean, GLC in my world, which is like born in the 80s, grew up in the 90s, etc., stands for Goldie Looking Chain. So you could just say it's the Goldie Looking Chain fan club. And oh, I wish we were on Malia. Okay, we get to score a false lead. So we can now potentially do something cool. Crone Leakers Coalition seems excellent. Yeah. Okay. Oh, they're on Climactic Showdown. I mean, I'm a fan. I think we install 3 things. We'll go new remote, new remote, new remote, and we'll let them see an extra 2. They're gonna bank our R&D, and we'll just let them bank our it. Like, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is that we lose. But actually, so 2 of the agendas are in here, so they should really run this spin doctor first. Oh my word. Oh my word. This Jaguandi doesn't do anything, right? They had a Mary in hand as well. Wow. They are seeing so many cards. 1, 2, like they see an extra 2 from here. They're gonna see 3 from here, so that's 5. This is 6. If they'd put down a Pretty Mary, they'd seen 7, but I guess they are respecting. Oh, they can't steal Ikawas either. Well, let's just let them through. Yeah, we got a core. I mean, the thing is, I feel like they could have and probably should have waited one more turn, because they've just seen a load of cards. At least one was an Ikawa, and they have 1 credit. Yeah. Might have needed at least a little money for that one. Okay, they have money now. So here we do res. We don't res the warm reception because we don't have any cards to install. So that's a shame. So let's go draw. Ooh, okay. No mirror morph here, I don't think. It's just install server to the clearinghouse, and I think just gain a credit. Because I think I want to potentially be able to install this with the warm reception. Does that make sense? No, I should just try and get the cohort value. I should obviously just try and get the cohort value. We don't need core damage cards anymore. They did that for us. Yeah. I mean, that feels pretty good. We'd love them to take 1 more core. I love this though. This like super aggressive. I'm just gonna see like all of R&D. Like not all of R&D, but potentially 7 cards. It's like serious. This also makes sense why they're on Quetzal. I forgot they had Bankar. Shit. Do we res this to do 2 damage? I don't think so. I think we just let them go in and trash this clearinghouse, unfortunately. Oh, Bankar's such an issue. We need to like bounce this. We need. Oh gosh. Because we have 4 pieces of ice, so Bankar just eats all of our ice. That's a problem. And they have Mayfly. Fun times. We've drawn another piece of ice. We somehow did it. Okay, so we could restore the clearinghouse. Is that worth doing? We can restore the clearinghouse. We can install the Enigma. The Jaguarundi might fire. The Jaguarundi might fire. I should have res this warm reception because I could have been de-resing and re-resing this spin doctor. I forgot about that. I think we do this. We go this into server 2. We'll put this on server 2. And then we'll just take a credit and gain a credit. Advancing it would probably be wise, but like this is 7 credits. This is 8 credits. Like we might just start slow rolling this bad boy. They're going to see a warm reception. That's okay. Think they trash it? I would. Marilyn. No, we won't do 0. Oh, riot suppression. Cool. They trashed a card. So what's the best thing we... Should we play this yet? I don't think we should. I think we want to get the clearinghouse. We kind of want this to be more at a point where we can get the clearinghouse into kill range. So let's do draw. Yeah, that seems fine. Advance, install, and take a credit. Can you include 1 defense contract? Defense construct definitely could. It would be hilarious if we did. Okay, this Jaguarundi unfortunately no longer does anything. I think we do need to start rezzing the ice, unfortunately. That's a shame. Yeah, we can't just keep letting them through. They lost another Mary. They lost another finality, but I don't know if they... Well, they're certainly not in a position to play that. Do we res this Jaguarundi? Do we res the Jaguarundi? It's only now gonna do anything when it gets to threat 4, which is a long way away. I don't think we res it. That feels bad. But this is fine. This is like wearing out their money, which is something. Do we want to res the warm reception so we can de-res the spin doctor and re-res the spin doctor? Do we want to res the warm reception so we can de-res the Marilyn and keep the Marilyn ticking? Kind of. No, we'll just I kind of want the money, but is that like dumb? I'm gonna res this. I think this is very bad. So let's think about this. We're not gonna install a card. We will. No, I just want the card draw. Yes. Res. Okay. Yeah, it was the last chance for Marilyn, but I think this is fine. So we can draw. Working prototype is really good. We'll go greasing the palm, the working prototype in a new remote. We potentially should have put that behind ice, but There we go. And we'll install a Marilyn and we'll gain a credit. Okay. We can't res 5 things yet, and now we really need to get to a point where we can start thinking about bouncing this banker. But also, like, I mean, their money is pretty bad right now. Good old Anarch sure gamble there. So let's do this in the right order. So we'll res a working prototype. We'll res Marilyn. We'll res the warm reception. So the Marilyn, then we'll install this in a new remote. We'll de-res the spin doctor. Now we can bounce the banker, which is great. So we'll res the spin doctor. That's a lovely thing to install. We'll res the warm reception. Then we can click this, bounce in the banker to hand. We'll install false lead in server 2. We either advance it and then gain a credit, so that next turn we can like double advance. Oh, they have a mayfly. So let's just put something else in a new remote. Forgot about the mayfly. So they can get through here. It will cost them money. Jaguarundi still does nothing. Oh, they didn't go through. Okay, that's cool. So here, we're gonna not res anything yet. Marilyn campaign ticks will install the Hakal. Do we put it on the server? Sure, we've actually got like a ton of money here. We'll de-res the spin doctor. We have an MCA. That is excellent news. Can we bounce this? 1, 2, 3. We can only really do 3 things here, I think. But let's res the spin doctor and see. Oh yeah, we definitely can now. Okay, so we'll just go advance, 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 and score out a second false lead. Now, why is there a Hakal? Why not? It's a good ice, right? Unfortunately, it's not going to do much against banker. Can we MCA out a salvo testing? Potentially. Do we res this? No, because they are raindrops in. We haven't purged. They've got an Exa here. What am I doing? I definitely need to purge at some point. Okay. Can we res anything? Yes. We will res this. We will start the turn. Marilyn will install the MCA in server 2. We'll de-res the spin doctor. That's not great. Right, we'll res this. Okay. Active policing, I don't think helps us. We'll res the MCA. We'll res this here. We'll click this, sending that back to hand. We'll click the MCA. We'll res the nano etching and gain 2, and then we'll just gain a credit and we'll throw out 2 agendas. I'm keeping the salvo. Scroll down the game chat, will do. Unfortunately, this has got to the point in the game where the start of turn triggers are just silly, which is a problem. I think here we're going to de-res the Marilyn. I don't want to draw more. I've got 4 agendas in the bin. We could purge, but I don't. Actually, we don't need to purge. Like, all our agendas are in the bin. Okay, now we need. Okay, this is last click. So we only need to shuffle back once. That's excellent stuff. Do we restore the Ikawa? Do we restore the Ikawas to get them out of the game? There's a chance that we just score out here, so I kind of feel bad about doing that. We're going to put that back, and we're going to put the restore back. And then we'll say no further action. And they can see 3 Ikawa, none of which they can steal. I think we restore the Ikawas here. Oh, we're gonna. It's the disgusting thing, but we're gonna do it. The thing is, I kind of want a restore in hand to get the clearinghouse out on the turn where we're gonna get the clearinghouse out. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to score. Okay, so we're going to do warm reception. We're going to install. Do we install this salvo testing? No, surely we leave it in hand. We'll just install another spin doctor, and then we'll de-res this Marilyn. Okay, cohort. Thinking. So, click 1, we restore the Ikawas to get rid of 2 Ikawas from the game. Gross. Absolutely gross. Then we click the MCA. Then we install a cohort, possibly over the Ikawa. Probably over the Ikawa. Thinking. I'm gonna do something disgusting here. I feel like I should apologize in advance. Okay. Click 1. Restore Ikawa into a new remote. These 2 Ikawas are removed from the game. Click 2 is click this one. We could just can we just leave it there and click a false lead? Oh no, if they had trashed something, then we could have, because we could active policing them, which is really funny. We'll overwrite it with this one here, and then we'll just gain a credit, I think. Okay. So there's now 1 salvo testing in hand. There is 1 salvo testing. Can they win? What agendas are left? Oh, there's 2 salvo testings. So there's 3 salvo testings in the deck in total. So here we probably do shuffle back. Ikawa and restore, because that's better. You get nano instead of clicking for credits. Yes, I would. I think I should have. Obviously, I should have. I think I've got enough money. Here we'll res a Jaguandi because it actually potentially does something. I guess like they may fly it. Are we gonna? We're gonna. So the question here is: are we gonna score this salvo testing from hand? Oh, I missed that. Yeah, that's fine. So they're gonna see 2. They trashed a clearinghouse. They trashed an MCA. They now have very little money. They could steal this salvo. They see a right suppression. Which we probably get to play next turn. Okay. Res this. We'll res a warm reception. Kind of gross. We'll res a cohort. It's kind of not yet. But I only just threw this one together, so not totally sure of the lines myself. Um, right, Marilyn happens. Warm reception will install this in server 2. We will probably derez this. Feels fine. And then, do we want to put an advancement on anything? Or do we just want to trash a card and draw 2? I think we can trash a card and draw 2. Do we actually need to? Yeah, sure. We'll get rid of this active policing. Okay. We've drawn the other salvo testing. So here, I think we just have to score out a salvo testing. Because we could play a riot suppression, but I think we'll just do this. We'll do this. We'll install in server 2. We'll gain a click. We're going to score a salvo testing. It's happened. Oh, we got rid of Climactic Showdown. I mean, unfortunately, this does very little because we've already scored all our free 2s. Could we have just won there? Shit. Could we have just won? Oh, we can just win. No, we don't have restore. I don't want to do all of this stuff. It's boring. There's a restore. So Marilyn, do this for this one. Okay. We'll install this here. I should have installed that with the warm reception. We'll do that, and we'll just click this, and we'll gain a credit, and we'll throw out a warm reception. Okay, so I think now we're at a point where we can just win. We've got a restore. We can always get the clearing house. And we can just score out this salvo. The issue with this is that we're at this point where we've kind of won, but we also still need to win, right? Like, I like these type of decks to just, once they're at this point, be able to just close the game out very fast, because then it's better for the opponent. Like, they don't want to sit around and watch us do all this nonsense. Sick. Well, we'll res this. So that at least we can potentially get rid of their Exa. Sure. And then we can just start, I think, manually advancing. Let's do a warm reception. We'll install this in a new remote. We won't de-res a card, I don't think. We'll do the Maryland campaign. We won't do anything with these. Then we'll just restore a clearinghouse in server 2. We'll advance. I guess we just advance again? Like, we don't really need to do anything more here, right? We've got face downs here. If we pop this right now... right, wait, thinking. Yeah, so here we just rob their turn. There we go. There we go. Cohort, turn one face up to place one counter. We'll turn that face up. We'll place a counter there. Cohort, turn one face up. That one there to go that one there. Clearinghouse. Yes. GG. Sorry for longing out the end there. Okay. Could this be faster if we had an actual remote? We actually had a remote here. We did stuff behind eyes. Cohorts were great. Who recommended the cohorts? It wasn't Axu. Don't you try and take credit for it. I know what you're like. The issue is with this deck is that all of this stuff just takes so long. I don't like sitting across from it, so I don't really want to play it as much as like it kind of did what it was meant to do. So let's try the other version, which we had. Not there. There. So this. So if we just put, we were just going to put like 2 false leads in here, right? Oh, hey, Parchment. Thanks for the game. That was, I really like that Quetzal deck. That is fun. That is just, I was like, oh, I wonder why they're playing Quetzal, and it immediately became obvious why you were playing Quetzal, because you're going for the like, I'm just gonna smash like centrals and access 7 like really really early. That seems fun. I kind of wish I got to see a lot more of your deck. But we were kind of doing a bit of a prisony thing. Let's try this version and see if this is better or worse, or like the false leads could make this work. Maybe because we're now on false leads, we should be on second cold site server. I'm still worried about money here. If we don't stick one of these regoliths, we are done for. New corp deck. KIller-morph. KIller-morph. This was technically V1. It's a fun deck. It doesn't work often, but when it does, it's so much fun. Yeah, I could see that absolutely catching people out in terms of you're just like, oh, an Exa, oh, a Mary, oh, you've just accessed like a ton. Plus, you're playing Climactic Showdown, which is a card that I really like. Even like, you know, I'm always up for making that card work. Yeah. Oh no, we're against Fix. I mean, oh yay, we're against Fix. Hey Fix. Well, hopefully you did. Oh, play it. Of course. Hi Fix. 419. And I just said I was worried about money. Great. Do we keep this hand? It has a money card in it. It has a piece of ice in it. Drafter is really bad into 419. I think we mulligan this for. That is a worse hand. That is much worse. Maybe we get to res our MIC for 0 credits. Oh, it's got a lot worse. Oh, it's got a lot. It's got much worse. Okay, so we could draw. This one's got hedge funds in it. Please tell me I put hedge funds in this one. Please tell me I put hedge funds. Okay, there is hedge funds. So I think we do draw for not that. We could put the MIC on HQ and click for a credit, and then get a credit. Oh gosh, yeah. I think we have to. I think we have to put this on. We will pay 1, and then we'll gain a credit and gain a credit, and we're just going to throw out a send a message because is this the version that we put no spin? We put 1 spin. Oh, I've just thrown out an agenda, and we only have a single spin doctor in this entire list. Because we were going to play other recursion, and then we took out all the other recursion. We've only got 14 ice. Okay. This is not going to go well. Well, this is fine. This is an econ card. This is better than a hedge fund, this sender message. We're going to get 6 credits of value from that when they steal it. Hopefully, Fix doesn't put down a Hermes first. Okay. Falsified? Oh, gosh. We potentially should concede. We're going to draw. Okay, that's a card. What do we put on the remote? Do we put the Bran on the remote? And then the MIC on R&D? I mean, Hermes is going to wreck us in a huge way. I think I just have to... Let's go that on R&D. We'll pay 1. We'll install something on HQ, because I want to do a double install. No, we'll put this in a new remote, and then we'll gain a credit. We can't res all our ice. Fix doesn't challenge. Excellent. That's quite bad. I think we have to gain 3 credits. No, let's draw. Install a regolith. We're not going to pay for this. No. We're going to res a regolith and click it once, and then we're going to gain a click to gain a credit. We can't res both these. I know we can't res both these. This is going to get pinholed. It should get pinholed. Oh, well, okay, now we can res both. Great. Yeah, we'll res a brand. Thank you very much. 6 credits of value and no turtle counter. Excellent. Maybe we should be on punitive. No virus. No indeedy. We need a piece of ice for archives. We might draw for a piece of ice for archives. Because our plan is... Oh, are we really putting a Bran on archives? Yeah. Right, click this. Install this on archives. Pay a credit. Yes. Gain a credit is better, and then gain a credit. That's like that way we gain 2 credits. If we clicked this, then we'd only gain 3 credits, so we might as well just get the mirror morph trigger here. Inside job. Fine. You spend an inside job on... That's interesting. Are we about to get en passanted? Are you about to en passant me? Are we about to get en passanted? We've got restores, right? I mean, he's probably going to... Okay, sees a clearing house. He can trash it. He has shares for credits. Oh, that's... Is that worse? I don't know. He can't actually trash us now. No, that's probably not worse. It's probably not worse. Okay, here I think we just clear out this regolith. I don't want anything in this remote. Okay, somehow we've got up to money. We have 23 credits. It's not going to last long. It's not going to last long. But we managed to clear that regolith. If we hadn't cleared that regolith, this game would be in the toilet. We have ice on all our centrals. It's not the exact ice that we'd want. These are fine. I don't really want a Bran here, but there we go. Okay, we've drawn another Bran. Do we start rolling? Do we just get everything in this server? Do we go Bran into Bran? Bran into Bran seems bad. Drafter is not correct for the remote because we've got no... unless we draw a Warroid tracker. Okay, we're going to just install 3. 1. We'll pay 1. Yes. 2. 3. Okay, in one turn, we can get this up to 4 counters. If we draw a seamless, and we've got 2 seamlesses in this deck, we can get it up to 6 counters. We do have 2 seamlesses. But that is a lot of money. So exactly how we're going to do that, we also might need to purge soon. Oh, they've got an alarm clock. Okay, so Drafter's going on HQ next turn. Drafter's definitely going on HQ. This is terrifying. Well, that's come a little bit late. Oh, I wish I had that in here now. I think we just have to go. We'll go advance. Fix is going to run HQ and potentially lose 2 clicks. Do we Hollow Man this now? Install the drafter and then take a credit. If he doesn't then draw up, he might just die next turn. It is expensive though, isn't it? Like that will cost us 6. I don't think we can do that at this point. I'm going to draw 1. That's not great. We'll put this on HQ and then we'll take a credit and we'll pay a credit. He's going to challenge HQ here, you see. He's going to go 2 clicks through this. You have infinite money. Nope. Okay. MIC is pretty good here for now. And all our money is gone. I think this fires, and I think we probably either click for free or we might. Hopefully, we draw a hedge fund. Please draw a hedge fund. Please draw a hedge fund, because then, fricking heck. So we either click for free. Or we go advance, click for a credit. Like, we could install the spin doctor, but then that costs us a credit. It feels really bad. It feels awful to do that, because I'm not getting mirror morph value. Overdraw is fine, zombie, but I also need to install the spin doctor if I'm going to do that. I think actually the hand is kind of safe at the moment. It's potentially the safest place because it's safe against inside job and a bunch of other things. Yeah, let's get a tributary in here. If we draw a hedge fund is what we want, or grease in the palm, or any econ. That's not econ. Okay, we're gonna have to install Spin Doctor, paying 1. Okay, that's fine. So we can do this, then we can advance, and then we'll draw 1. So we can discard 2 agendas. It's definitely correct. We want to shuffle back. I think we want the false lead in hand. Because if they challenge this remote and we get a window, we might be able to push the false lead, which means we might be able to do something. Is this just stole? Is stole or trashed? Okay. Maybe active policing is bad here. We don't have many things. I guess that, oh, we do have things that they want to trash. It's like Clearinghouse. They very much want to trash. I don't think draw could be operation. Could it be? I lost track of my mirror morph clicks. There's a chance that we have to purge this Amakua before it gets out of hand. What have they thrown out? Okay, more. They're on serious. Like, oh, they're also on Sneak Door, which is scary. Mandatory draw. Okay, greasing the palm. Does it help us? Not massively. Hmm. I kind of want to just go for the clearinghouse kill. Can they get through double Bran? If we do that, do we have any money? We'll have. Like, we need to be able to stop a pinhole, which is the problem. And protect the remote. So we need at least 12 credits. We will not have 12 credits. So we could do draw. Draw? It's not good. Like, we can grease in the palm out a piece of ice, but it doesn't really help us. We're just gonna keep slow rolling this and gain a credit. I feel like I probably should have tried to kill fix by now. What are we throwing out here? I think the drafter. Probably this active policing. So far, I have done nothing but throw out active policings. I don't think they work in either of these decks. I think low testing would be better. Could let Fix trash this, but no, he might just charge Turtle off it. So I don't think we can anymore. Let's just do the Ikawas. Mainly in case of Hermes. Okay, now I kind of feel comfortable. I want to just draw a hedge fund, please. Just one hedge fund. Even maybe a subliminal would be something. It's not a hedge fund, but we could. Can't we give him one more turtle counter? We could give him one. We could give him one more turtle counter. So, what's the play here? Is it so we could res the Hollow Man, click the Hollow Man. This has 6 counters on it then. We can greasing the palm the Warroid tracker in. And then we just credit with Mirror Morph. It's whether we pay. I think we do pay. I think we do pay. So we need to do the Hollow Man first. That was expensive. We're greasing the palm into here. If we pay, will we still have 6? Will we still have 12? Just pay 1. Yes. And then we gain credit and we gain a credit. We have 13. Okay. So we can avoid a pinhole. And we can res both these brands. We can't res both the brands and the Warroid tracker. So inside job. First click inside job is really annoying. Even second click, because we could install another piece of ice, but that's actually actively bad in terms of it will give fix. Like, we can't pay for it. We can't pay for it. If this was a Vovo, it would be. I'd much prefer it to be a Vovo. I guess at least this gives fix. Like, the Warroid's pretty cool here. He's not going to be able to trash everything. Here, I can just let him through. Because if he gains 2 turtle counters and then doofs us. If it was a Hermes. Oh, but we could. Oh, if it just robs almost all of his turn, it will leave him 1 click to run server 1. Which, if he has an inside job in hand, I think I let him through. Because if he goes back to charge the turtle, then we res the MIC. And then we win. Okay? Inside job? Or not? The first brand will keep him out. It's good enough. Playing around drafter. Oh, he knew what that was! Did you? Did you? Did I expose? That can fire. We will not install anything. Or maybe he just had the information from seeing our deck. Like, I mean, he had to challenge. He has to challenge it. Maybe we can stop a pinhole. He could pinhole here, and I don't think he can get through either of these. Ah, yeah. There's okay. We did it against 419 with a deck which had dubious money. Now, if we had not landed that first regolith, then we're doomed. But that felt better. Got money in the deck somewhere. So have we. We did not draw many of our like money. Well, I was going to say our money operations. I mean our hedge funds. We did not draw many of our free hedge funds, which we are like really hoping on. 2 gambles, 2 bravado coming up. Yeah, that's what you needed. Yeah, they would have helped. Okay, this felt better. It felt more like we had a like as much as it maybe felt more fair. Had a fractor, didn't help. No, not unless it was like a Begamot with a ton of core damage. Right, let's try it. GG. Yeah, Jaguarundi can get through. A lot of our stuff is fairly high strength though, so we're kind of okay against Turtle. WooTube Live. Corp. We are a corp. The main thing I like about this is I don't have to do all of the. I'll move my face for a second. I don't have to do all of the start of turn triggers. Yeah, fix that went incredibly well for us considering you were 419. We also drew like so much ice, and we haven't got that much ice. But we drew most of it. We didn't draw much econ apart from that one regolith. If you had managed to like stop that first regolith, very different game. Like I was kind of in a painful place. Like turn two where I was like, we're just gonna get overrun here. Um, also if you'd have got the alarm clock and uh the whatever the hardware is that robs a credit, gains a credit. If you'd have got that down like one turn earlier, I think we'd have been in a load of trouble. We just happened to draw into exactly a piece of ice which we could afford to res, and we had a greasing the palm to install it with, like on tempo. Just couldn't get any econ up. Yeah, I was very surprised you didn't just inside job Virego. Um, True. Maybe like even better than inside job in the regolith would have been you'd already challenged it, right? So we'd already spent money. Yeah, I think you probably all right. Well, this is money. We got an ablative early, which is bad. Okay, sorry. I've got to kind of think about this now. Um, Good luck, have fun. Oh, I can't type. Good luck, have fun. Oh, apparently I mulliganed. I think right. So has anyone ever had this where like you're sometimes typing and clearly the game thinks you're doing something on the screen? Um. Oh, this is the deck that which we didn't put spin doctors in, right? Or sprints, or like. Ugh. Okay, fine. Um. I think we probably like draw. Okay, Subliminal's good, but I think they're going to run this turn, so I don't want to play it this turn. So we just put this on HQ, we'd play this and we'd gain a credit. Just so that we don't get like Bernard. Now we need to protect against Trick Shot. I think interestingly Trick Shot is the free of in most of these decks, and Burner is the like two of, sometimes a one of. They can break all our ice, we're in trouble. Although they don't have much money yet. Let's see if they if they like creative click commission last click, then we're in trouble. Told you. They can't steal Ikawas. We have one in hand. Um, they have money to trash Hollow Man. Now they really need to creative last again. They don't. They don't have it. Okay, an ablative, which they have seen. They know we have this. Do we try and jam out this false lead? No, because we can't score behind an ablative. That seems awful. Um, do we try and score this Ikawa? We could go like install, advance, greasing the palm this. No, we can't. All right, let's draw. That's a card. I think we just play this. We put this on R&D. We gain a credit and we gain a credit. Doesn't feel good. I kind of wondered, Axu, if we could make it so that they just couldn't steal it because of credits and stuff like that, and then we score it out with the Hollow Man next turn. I think is a terrible idea. So we get a Subliminal back, which is great. We have a Jaguundi, which they can't break. They can break because they are freaking kit. So we could fake out this Biovolt. Seems okay. Or maybe we put a Hollow Man on HQ. We could draw one. We could grease and palm the Hollow Man. We could install an ice somewhere. Let's draw one. Seamless is a card. Well, grease in the palm the Hollow Man on HQ. We'll install the Jaguarundi here, and then we'll gain a credit. Because there's nothing better that we can do. Okay, at least the Jaguarundi's on the inside. Unfortunately, it doesn't end the run, but maybe it will do a damage. Oh my god. Oh, they're on mechanocytes? You're joking. So they're also on Orca. They've got Rejig, which means they're on Test Run Rejig as an option. Okay, they can still break this Jaguarundi. That's a problem. Let's draw for another ice. That is not an ice. We'll put this in the server. We'll play a subliminal. We'll gain a click. Then we'll just gain a credit and gain a credit. Feels quite bad. But next turn, we're actually going to move this Hollow Man across and score at the false lead. Oh, yes. Marvellous. That's actually quite good as in terms of turns. And we've kind of got the money to do it at the moment. And then it's going to be awkward for them to trash this because they kind of want their stuff, I think. Oh, wait. Oh, sorry. I needed to res. Do you mind? Okay, res. Thank you. Yes. We'll put this on here. Add subliminal, yes. Right. What's the best thing to do here? Is it greasing the palm out the false lead? So we go greasing the palm, false lead, or we just do subliminal, install false lead, advance, click this. Seems fine. Install, advance, gain a click, place 2 counters, score, and then we still have a click. So we could greasing the palm the MIC in front of this. Seems all right. Maybe we should have saved for greasing the palm for next turn. We did that quite on tempo. That didn't feel too bad. Do we just start scoring agendas out? Unfortunately, is this one on salvos or is this one on sender? This one's on sender messages, right? So sender messages are all right to score out. That's tempo in a way. We're getting our no. You can stay where you are. Yes, please. Well, it kind of looks like we're scoring an Ikawa out. So I think we draw. Okay, I guess we score the subliminal. We play this. We install this in here. We'll gain a click and then we'll decide. So we can advance and gain a credit. And then next turn, we could advance with the Hollow Man. Is it better to just gain the credits? I think we'll just gain the credits. They can get in here. But this Jaguarundi will at least do a damage. Cataloger, also an option. Eru, terrifying. Giving themselves a tag. I guess they're clearing that with the no free lunch. I need to read Cataloger. Breach. So this is if you've breached R&D. Is this a breach R&D? If so, that's all breach R&D. Do these two work together? No, this was a successful run on. Okay, fine. Instead of breaching archives, breach R&D. When you make a successful run on R&D, fine. Okay, do we need to deal with this? I don't think we can. Yeah, Claudio, I think you've got the. I don't even think we need to install advance it wildly. We could just like lock up the protection on this Hollow Man. So if we do place 4 or place 3, seamless, score. I think we probably res the MIC, and then we can install, and we'll gain a click, and we'll gain a credit, and then we're just kind of good to win next turn. It's a little wild. Like, they need to get a lot of money from somewhere. Or install Hermes. I'm guessing Eerie doesn't work with Cataloger. Not like you want it to. You can click Cataloger after the Eru run, I believe, to access the top. Although you will have already done that. But Cataloger needs a R&D successful run to do the indexing thing. I think I explained that okay. We're just gonna wheel out a win with Hollow Man here. Do we res the ablative? If we res the ablative, okay, they've got money here. Can we install? Is ablative from HQ? Oh, so yeah, so I think we do res the ablative so that we can install this Warroy tracker in server 1. Or we install the other Hollow Man. Is it better to have the 2 Hollow Man or the like double Warroy tracker? I think it's the 2 Hollow Man. Because they'll have to trash the Warroid tracker. I think it's the double Hollow Man. Or we just put this on HQ, right? No, we might as well put it in server 1. I was going to say they need a click. They do have a click, but they won't have a click once we pop this mick, which does rhyme. But then we can only do that if we can guarantee that they can't trash all of these. So here they can catalog it and challenge the remote and... Oh, but they don't. Oh, what happened? They didn't challenge the remote with it. Wild. No thank you. Okay. We've made a deck which has won 2 games. It hasn't won it in exactly the way I was planning, but it has won 2 games. So that's something. What are we up to? Oh my gosh, it's 10:30. Okay. I think we do one more. And then I'll call it a night. Um, but this is kind of cool, and we're like, I guess we should probably be checking if we're getting mirror morph value, but I feel like we're getting at least some mirror morph value. Mercury, probably an issue. Hopefully we can just make it about the remote. This seems like a bad opening hand. Oh yeah, we put cold site servers in here. Got about that one. Okay, we can ice all the centrals. Oh, do we ice everything? I think we ice everything rather than playing the hedge fund. Where's the brand going? Do we keep the brand for a remote? Yeah. Or are they gonna? Mm. The other thing is putting the brand on HQ. Like I do worry about diversion. Go on then. We'll respect diversion. We'll put this on HQ. We'll put the Jaguarundi on R&D. We'll gain a credit and we'll gain a credit. We can res. Oh, I should have put the drafter then. We can't res both of them. Technically, they can let the Jaguarundi fire, thus seeing 2 cards. Next turn, we can go like draw hedge funds, maybe install this drafter somewhere, unless we get something better to do. I might put it on archives because there's always a chance that they're playing. Oh, they're playing 50 cards. What does that suggest? Potentially suggests that they're just playing everything that says bypass on it. But yeah, I might put it on archives because some people are nuts enough to play divide and conquer in Mercury. Oh, please actually be there. Test. Why does it always happen on the last game? Like, this felt like an okay start. Oh, there we go. Hermes? Early Hermes. Could be an issue. Okay. No free lunch. Fun. Oh, Subliminal's good. Right, let's draw. That's pretty great. We're going to play Subliminal. We're going to install. I think the draft does feel bad on the remote. It's okay. And then we'll gain a click. And then we'll gain a credit. And then we can install something. So next time we can like resin click this. Xanadu, that's fun. We got our subliminal back, which is great. So we'll click this, play this, install this on the server, gain a credit, and then click this again. Seems okay? We might get this cold site going. The Hermes is scary, but luckily our win con is not based around agendas. Other than maybe scoring one of the false leads. But we just want to find the clearinghouses. They're on Saucy. That is indeed saucy. They're also on Xanadu, right? So everything costs twice. This is fine. They can just come through here. There's no reason for me to res anything. Let's watch it all get en passanted away. But that's like all their money. And we have a clearinghouse. So we'll go this, advance, play this, gain a credit. Okay, unfortunately we don't get our subliminal back. Mandatory draw. Okay, let's go. Server 1, advance, res this and place a power counter, and then we'll gain a credit. Like, I wonder if there's any chance that they just... No, they need to drop down to one card this turn. Estebrado. I think we just let them through, and I res the clearinghouse. Unfortunately, this gives the game away, but we're gonna play around Herbies by doing this. Now they know that the jig is up. Mandatory draw. Cold side server. No. Okay. MIC is good. I think so. We might put this on archives just in case of pinhole. Often Mercury's not on pinhole because you just don't have the slots. So the other option would be to put it on like R&D. Well, we'll advance this. We'll click this. I think the remote. Remote is like just a single inside job away, which is a problem. I think I want to draw and then I'll gain a credit. Estebrado, that's fine. You can keep looking for stuff. Harmon deals with this drafter. Technically deals with this Jaguandi. Mandatory draw. We will not do the clearinghouse. Okay. Right, but so they saw this drafter, that's why. So I think we go advance. Click this. We'll install. Probably the drafter into Jaguandi is fine. And then we're gaining a credit. I think this like Bran alone on HQ is good enough for the time being. Will do we show a send a message? We'll show a send a message. They can inside job. I don't think I mind if they steal this. Maybe I do. Maybe I shouldn't have shown them that. Bran, great. We'll res that. They let us fire all. That's excellent. We will install this MIC inwards. We kind of might want to watch out for... We will res this drafter. Now we're a bit short on money. but this will cost all their money. We get to fire all wild. Okay. Well, we'll add a hedge fund and we'll install a regolith in a new remote. You can continue. If we res this Jaguarundi, thinking. If we res the Jaguarundi, we potentially also need to res this regolith. But we're down to 4 hand size. Are we able to potentially get them next turn? We'd have to click the regolith once. I think we don't res the Jaguarundi. Because they can break it if they would want to. Okay. This is looking good. I don't think we need to kill next turn, and I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to do this, 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 gain a click, this. What we might do next turn... Okay, yeah, that's fun. So we actually have to res here, because they can pop this no free lunch to trash this. Oh, this is annoying. I think I just have to let them in and make them use this no free lunch. Like, if I res this drafter, it's actively bad for me, right? Because I've got nothing good to reinstall with it. Couldn't trash the coal site though. That's good for us. Oh, if only we had this. Right. Let's draw one. We'll install. We'll click this and we'll take a credit. We want to find a restore now. The Warroad track is going to be really mean here because they are on a small rig. So it's going to eat, and they're on not much, like, Mercury doesn't have a lot of money in general. This just makes it so there's a chance that Fam hits agenda bounces regolith. It does. I don't think it's the worst for us if they were to have bounced regolith. Like, we kind of install it for free, like reinstall it for free with a mirror morph click type thing. Yeah, I'll take a subliminal. Okay, we've got no spin doctors in this one. So, do we have to score here? Let's draw one. Okay, that's cool. We'll install this in server 1. We'll play a subliminal. We'll gain a click. We'll hit this, and then we'll advance this once. We're going to flood up like an absolute demon here. Because someone was wild enough. I mean, they have to break here, right? Yeah. Okay, do we res a Jaguarundi? It's going to give them a tag. They will have 2 credits. They can't boost and break it. I think we do. Oh, it gives them 3 credits. Oh, that's bad then. Okay. Oh, they let it fire. Fine. Do we res any of these things? No. No. Okay, greasing. We'll do this. advance, click this once, gain a click. I think we have to like put a piece of ice. Don't want to use the greasing. We'll put this on server 1. That's enough to stop like inside jobs. We'll show them a sender message because we've already shown them the sender message. Okay. Any minute now, we'll draw a restore, right? Let's do this. We'll install this in server 1. It makes no sense to go anywhere else. We'll click this one, and then we'll gain a credit, and we'll gain a credit. Okay, we got a biovolt. We just need our wincon, and then we're just gonna like turbo advance it as fast as we can over 2 turns. Because I don't think they can get in here, and I think if they do get in here, double Warroad trackers. We could just score out, but Warroad trackers don't really help us score out, and I'm kind of worried about Hermes. Okay, well we purge. We can throw out this active policing. It's going to do nothing. We are taking if we play this deck again, we're taking all the active policings out. They have done nothing. Mary, yeah. Do we biovolt this? Do we just res all this stuff? I think we just res all this stuff. Oh. Okay. Do they not? Oh, it's not a threat. They need to be at threat for this to work. Okay, please draw a restore or a clearinghouse. Restore or clearinghouse, please. Either will do. That is neither. Can they get into HQ? Yeah, probably. We'll just gain a credit and we'll install this on R&D. Their deck is kind of just stalling, but like I'm not totally sure we can score out 2 or 3 agendas, whatever we need to score out. They've installed a cat's cradle. We can res a Bran, seems good enough for me. I think we don't re-res this Jaguarandi right now. Yeah, I will do. It might be right not to, but I kind of don't think the money's gonna matter enough. I could score out. I just don't know if that, like, scoring out is going to take me a hell of a lot of clicks. Ooh, pressure spike. Other Jaguarandi. We might just have to purely. I don't want to score out. I want to be able to just kill him. Draw for restore. Oh, yes. Okay. Right. We're fine now. We're absolutely fine now. Right. We'll restore the clearinghouse into server 1. We'll advance the clearinghouse in server 1. We'll gain a click and we'll hit this. And now we can maybe find a Hollow Man. That would be great. Mandatory draw. No. We'll do this. This. Advance. Gain a click. We'll install that on HQ. And then we'll advance again. You might have been correct, but my plan worked too. Now, do we lose to Pinhole, and should we ice up archives because otherwise we lose Pinhole? Sourcing in HQ makes sense. Going in here, the ablative is worth rezzing. This MIC is fine. You have Biovolt. I think I want to keep the Biovolt. Oh, yeah, so we don't have to worry about Pinhole. We'll res the ablative. They can't get through here. Hilarious. Do we want to put the Jaguarundi on HQ? I think we do. Here. What's the meanest? The MIC they surely can't break. This they can break, the ablative. Well, that was very expensive. I hope it's very expensive for them. Maybe, was there any way we could have done a core damage? I don't think there is. No. So we'll go this, advance, gain a click. We're going to start protecting this with the cold sight as well, because they now know a little bit more. GG. Okay, we got there. This deck is undefeated on JNet, I think. So yeah, anyone who's like dooming about corpse, just there you go. There's your deck for EMEA or whatever you're playing. Recently, completely tested, good to go. Ship it. Probably put the other spin doctors back in though, or at least some sprints or something. That's me done for tonight. Thank you very much for joining the stream. It's always nice for me to see lots of people in and chatting. And next week, I might try and get a guest on for next week. Actually, it's been a little while since we've had someone on. And we've got a few YouTube guests who are due a return. So I might go for we might try and get someone on for next week. But have fun whatever you're doing this week, and